Hey guys, welcome back to another day of VLOGMAS. I'm Chai, and today we are doing a little paint and chat with me. Um, I really didn't have, I really been, I really been in the mood to paint, and I haven't painted in a really long time. So like maybe a couple months now. I'm ready to get back to the way that I was before. I don't have a picture in mind yet. I'm gonna go look on Pinterest and then I'll leave it. I'll leave it like in the middle so you guys can see. And I'm gonna sketch out what I'm drawing first and then come back so we can paint and then talk. Hey guys, so it's like 2 or 3 days later after I originally started filming this video. Um, I I didn't. It's not that I didn't want to record while I was painting, but I just was taking that time to hang out with my sister and stuff like that. So I decided to come back and talk to you guys while I outline my painting with Sharpie. So I ended up painting Snoopy on top of his doghouse with lights while it's snowing. I got this picture from Pinterest. As you guys seen in the clip before, I hand drew it myself, and now I'm just gonna outline it. If you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at the original picture, so I know um, where to outline with the Sharpie. And the the voices in the back is Kaya. I'm on the FaceTime with her. But yeah, so the topic that I want to talk about while I outline this is mental health. I know that Kaya is probably going to do a video on that. Um, but I know like mental health really played like a big part in everyone's quarantine process, especially people who were already dealing with a lot as it was before quarantine. It really just kicked things up a notch. And I just want to say, like, always reach out to always reach out to the people close to you. Like, you never know what they're going through at all. There's a whole lot of people who go through things on a daily basis and just never say anything about it. So, God forbid something happens to them, say like suicide or something, you would have never guessed that would have happened, because things like that happen to some of some of the people around us that you would never like really expect it to come from. And always, like, that's why they tell people, like, always make sure, like, even if you're having a bad day, don't like put it down on others, because you never know what kind of day they're having at the same time. And doing little like gestures, like saying, like holding the door for somebody, can make somebody's day. um Even if you have like a little 2-second conversation with somebody, like while you're waiting for the train or something, where you guys like crack a joke about how long the train is taking or how long the bus is taking. And yeah, I learned, especially now, it is really crucial to take care of your mental health. Like, I know for me, I definitely have like anxiety, and I wouldn't say like I'm clinically depressed or anything, but I have my phases where I do feel sad and stuff like that. I definitely have my times where I'm sad. I definitely don't feel like doing things or being like active with everybody around. And that's totally okay. Like I said, everybody has their days, everybody has their moments where they just want to be by themselves. They just feel sad, or like they have the urge, to cry. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely a crier. I cry all the time. And to some people, it may come as like a surprise. To others, they know about it. I talk about it sometimes. But I just feel like, you know, I have a supportive friend group around. I don't tell everybody my business, because you never know, like, what they would do with that information, or how they can throw it back in your face later on. But with the friend group that I do have, I'm definitely thankful that we all continuously we all continuously check up on each other. we all make sure like one another's okay, and like if they aren't okay, like how can we help each other, like besides giving uh besides giving one another the space, uh, how can we help you get back to an okay predicament? And I'm some of these friends, have been around for years, since like middle school, like my friend Julia and Amanda. Um, Others, still fairly new. For instance, Kaya, we only known each other for a year going on 2 years. Okay, so this video is all over the place, but it's fine. You know, like I was saying, Kaya is still fairly one of my new friends. And as bizarre as it sounds, I trust her with my life. I know she would never let nothing bad happen to me. I know she would always be there. I know we're gonna go far in life. And that's that. But back to the mental health thing, for real. Like, make sure you check up on your people, because it's getting tough out here. We're about to probably go back on lockdown. And you thought we would have seen the worst of it all already, but it's gonna get worse again. We're gonna see so many more deaths, compared to the last time. And honestly, I don't know if I'm ready for that. You know, nobody could really prepare for deaths like that. So it's definitely tough. I know for me, I definitely use meditation, and yeah, I definitely meditate. I write all the time. Um, I smoke, but those times are really for me. Like, I've learned that I really have to make time for myself in order for my spirituality to be free, for my spirit to be free, and for my mind to mentally be open and not be so, how can I say this? Not to be so closed-minded. But yeah, I learned, like, over the time, I definitely have to take time for myself. I have to learn that it's okay to say no to other people and take time to actually do something I want to do. And it's a work in progress, but I've definitely become way better. You know, I have people who I talk to on a regular that'll constantly remind me, like, I come first. I come first. It's okay to say no. And I'm grateful, because sometimes it'll open my eyes and I get to see, like, okay, like, they really said what happened, and that's what happened. So the main point I'm trying to make is that keeping your head in good spirits and keeping people around you who want to be in good spirits as well, in a good headspace, I think that's what really keeps people at peace. Yeah, so like I was saying, definitely keeping people with positive vibes, positive energy, people who want the best for you, not on no envious type behavior. Those people, they always they always know, like, they just know you. That's all I can say. Like, they know basically you before you can even register, like, oh wow, like this is actually me and like how I feel, you know. They definitely see the warning signs before anything, you know. I just think it's important to have good people around you at all times. Another thing that I wanted to bring up was basically like family. Like, I know, like during quarantine, it was definitely a time to get closer with your family. Uh, do more activities with your family because during lockdown you couldn't really go out really to enjoy the outside. You basically had to just make do with everything in your apartment. And I think for me personally, like, quarantine was really the make or break of everything going for my family. We had a couple times where my grandma wasn't doing too well, and like all the, not to put like our business out there or whatnot, but like everybody wasn't on the same page, and it took a lot for all of us to be in the same room at the same time, and we finally had like a sit down about it and talked everything out. And as time goes on, people miscommunicate about everything. They always like hear things on social media, or a lot of more of he say, she say. And I think like once we finally had the time to sit down and talk everything out, that's when things started to like take a turn for the better. And I'm honestly glad that we were able to overcome, such a big thing, because it was like maybe 3-4 years that all of us haven't really talked, and that's a long time considering that that's supposed to be like not brothers and sisters. But people change, we get older. It's a lot of uh, trying to protect everyone around everyone, and also like keeping people's feelings intact. But as you get older, you realize like you have to do what you have to do to make yourself happy. And you have to, at the same time, you have to make sure like you're doing okay and it's not for whoever else. Like, you still have to respect everyone. You still have to like respect their feelings, but at the same time like you have to do what you feel is going to help you in the long run. Whether that's saying what you have to say, or just uh, separating yourself altogether, you know. And we decided we're old enough. We definitely can get past this. And that's what we did. And I think this really was an experiment with faith for us, because we definitely have a good bond now, and I think family is the closest people that you have. You definitely need your family over time, and I guess times like this for sure, you definitely need to keep in mind your loved ones. So yeah, I know this was just a real crazy rant about everything, but I just had those to get off my chest. I just seen a lot going on, and just wanted to bring it up. But this is the final product. It actually looks really nice. Let me move it in for you guys because I really like it. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I know this was a long rant. Um, and we're gonna try to be more successful with Vlogmas. But yeah, see you in the next video.